Hello, viewer, and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 76 of my RPG Maker series. Last time, I wrapped up with the sewers below the Skill Shrine City. This episode, I'm going to take a second look at some things that I might have blown past or barely touched on as I built the game up. So let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Alright, I've come back to the Pirate Cove, the pirate tunnels that lead from the pirates' hideout into the Naho tunnels that run... Let me bring up the world map real quick here to show you. The tunnels that run from the pirate base out to the desert. I barely threw this together just to have something, and I want to work on it, flesh it out, and make it better. The thing is, I want it to kind of, sort of match the world layout. There needs to be an entrance up here, and there needs to be... Well, there could be. There doesn't necessarily have to be an entrance further in. But there's this river here. There's a lake. Well, I don't have to worry about the lake. It's further away from the mountain range, but this whole mountain range needs to be fleshed out. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking it's too small. The player only really needs to get from point A to point B, and that's going south through the tunnels. But I do want to have extra. This tunnel, unlike the sewers, I want it to be bigger with dead ends, with treasure at the end that the player can wander around in for a little while. The big thing, then, is to make this area bigger. So let's go into edit. Height, I think it should be a little bit longer from north to south. I'm not happy. It's basically just a straight trip down for the player, and I'm not happy with that. So width, I think I want to get it up to 40 also. So let's just look at how big that is. Also, I'm going to need to shift this over. We'll do... maybe end it right here. Let's just see how that goes. Yeah, one more. Wouldn't hurt. All right. So we'll just fill in the black. I probably should zoom out so I can make sure I get the whole thing, because otherwise I'm missing a few spots. It looks like I'm going to also need to... Crap, I don't want to go over that. It looks like I'm also going to need to... Well, I don't need to bring it down. I don't need to bring it down. What I need to do is extend the middle a bit. So, what can I do here? I want this to go this way, but if I look at the world map, we've got a narrow passage here, which is what I'm trying to emulate between the two water areas. So I want just a narrow passage through here. This is fine. I think I could do more with this water on the right, but it is just... Yeah, this whole open ocean part, I want to be in the map. So what I'm thinking is that I will delete that a little bit, bring this over like so, and then all of this down here. Now, I don't expect the player to see any of this. It's mostly just for me, the map designer, but who knows? Maybe I will change my mind. And actually, you know what? I want to get rid of all of this because it's not shore. It's just deep ocean. There we go. Same with this. Well, maybe I'll leave that one back. Hold on. Yeah, I'll leave that. We'll do that. Sure. And then this can be just like that. That's fine. I need to put that back, actually. There we go. There we go. Good. All right. And then this, of course, later. Actually, no. I should probably extend it now since I've got the thing selected. The thing with the lake... Let me go back to the world map again. The thing with the lake is that the tunnel can either run under the lake or the lake can interrupt the tunnel. And I want it to interrupt the tunnel here. So I need... Yeah, I guess it doesn't have to emulate the lake perfectly. It just needs... I just need water to be there. But we'll fill this in. Like so. Good. One more. Whoop. One more here. No. Right there. All right. That'll be good for now. I want to narrow this down. So how am I going to do that? I could push the water over a little more. Or just make the walls thicker. I think I'm going to extend this a little more. I'm going to extend it a little more. We'll just push it down. Yeah, all right. That works. This needs to come down here. I'll have an opening here. Well, that's not going to work because I need the walls for... Yeah. All right. So that means I need to get rid of this. And I'll put a treasure chest right there. Sure. All right. Do I want one of the colored ones? I believe it's been a long time now, but I believe the intention, if you recall, is to make each colored treasure chest indicate the type of equipment that's in there. So battle classes for the red, intelligent classes, or knowledge classes for the blue, and so forth and so on. Or I could just have one of these other chests for things like items and base equipment and key stuff. I think... Well, I don't want to get too technical because I don't know what I'm going to put in here. But at this point in the game, where they're going through the tunnels, they only have the battle gear. The battle skills. So, yeah, let's give them some extra battle skill equipment for their new classes that they've earned. Okay, I need to open this up. I need to extend this. So I want to make this further down. Okay, all right, backing up. The map, as big as it is, I could have a tunnel come down here and end this somewhere closer to the middle, but I do also have all this space over here for it. So I could end it there, have more over here, and have more over here. Do I want to do that? Yeah, you know what? I'll end the tunnel right here and have a little more that shoots down this way. But maybe not quite so wide. That's fine. I can have stuff over here, though. And, of course, I want stuff over here. But I want to do... I think what I want to do is... Instead of one narrow tunnel, I'll just have like a big open area with the exit. So how am I going to do that? Do I want to divide this up? Well, it's got to be, right? I mean, if I'm going to do that, this has to be the end of this part. But it doesn't have to be... Yeah, it doesn't have to be like the long tunnel that I had it at. What about just making it a big open area? Well, I mean, that doesn't really do anything for me, right? When it's a winding tunnel like the rest of this area, then the player has to maneuver around through it. If it's a big open area, then they can just... There's no obstacle. I'll have to give it some thought. So what do I want to do with what's over here? Can I put... I want to run it like this along the water. And then I can put a... Well... Yeah, I can put a treasure chest at the end. If I put a wall right here and then run something like so. And just have that be, well, all right. Here's the thing. If I put a treasure chest here but not here, the player can easily see that there's nothing there. So they wouldn't need to walk. They wouldn't need to walk up here. It's just a waste of time. Yeah, all right. Maybe I don't need an extra tunnel. It does come up and around like this, but maybe I don't need an extra tunnel. If I wanted to, I could make the map so big that it covers the whole mountain range, but I think that's a little ridiculous. At this point in the game, they only have the battle classes unlocked, well, plus their starter classes, making a tremendously huge underground map that only serves to waste the player's time is unnecessary. If I was going to have this entire mountain range connect in some way, like if there were tunnels that came out over here by the pyramid, or popped the player out over here on this far side of the grasslands, that would be a different story. But I'm not going to do that because I have other plans for them to get around. So making the map that big is unnecessary. So it's also unnecessary to have twisty, windy trails over here. I can always extend the map to the north so I can finish this wall. But I do like this. It's just a little column in the middle for no good reason. Just there. And then I can have this like so. It's got to go up too, so it'll be there, and then up that way. Like that. There, all right. And then I can put a treasure chest over here somewhere. No, you know what? I'll put 2. Sure, why not? They're item chests. One could have healing items in it. One could have mana recovery items in it. I can be liberal with what I give the player. I think it's fine. It's fine. So I want to put the shallows back since I changed my mind about that. Good. All right, and then we have this over here. I mean, the only reason I'm extending the tunnels here is so that I can plop down some extra treasure chests. So why not give the player extra items for their treasure chest? It doesn't all have to be equipment. I should give them some money, though. I think. Some money. So they don't have to grind it. This one's a little more complicated. It's all mountain. I guess I'm ending the tunnels where the river curves down this way. I guess. No, it's not even close to that. This is where the river curves up and then around. Yeah, I'm ending it right here, more like. Which is fine. Again, it doesn't need to be big. I just have to keep in mind the cutoff near the exit to the south is also right there. So I should actually have this door moved over a little more. If I want to keep it to scale. My big problem has been keeping things to scale when that's not necessary. But it'll go right here. But I do like to keep things to scale. I mean, for me, it's more important than it should be, I guess. Clinging to that is unnecessary. But I do have a whole big open area here that I can just futz with as I wish. So I could make this... I think I will just make this like an observing platform right there on the water. And we'll put a treasure chest in here somewhere. I need to make that. Am I going to just make this all... Yeah, but I think what I'm going to do is make it more like... No, I don't want to do that. What if I do that? Yeah, okay. All right, that completes the optical illusion better. And then I just... Yeah, all right. I think I want to... connect there, which means I got to actually move the road, the whatever you want to call it. I have to move it down a little more, but that's fine. We'll put that there, put that there, and then we'll make... Sure. All right. So I do have to move this down a little more. I'm going to just make that a big square there. All right. So what do I want to do over here? I think it's just going to be tunnels. I'm going to move this down a little more. I want that space I had, but I also want to move this down a little more. So what if I cut? Yeah, I like that better. All right. And then one more there. And that. Oh. Oy. Okay, that means I have to cut... That means I have to cut all of this. There we go. All right. Good. So the player comes down this way, and then they come over here and up and around. Do I want this to be blocked off? I suppose. I do like the idea of big open spaces in underground areas that serve no purpose. Well, no, I don't. I back up on that. Back up on that. I didn't say that. I don't like big open spaces that serve no purpose in dungeons. But, I mean, this is under a mountain range. Somebody had to come down here and hack through solid rock to make these tunnels, or the water naturally formed a cavern system as it flowed through. The cavern system would lead to maybe big open areas where the water pooled and dissolved the rock. I don't think people would waste their time chipping away, opening up huge rooms, unless it served some kind of purpose, or they were like mining for minerals. So maybe I should stick to tiny, narrow tunnels. I think I could open this one up a little bit, though. You know, realism in a video game, I mean, it's fantasy. There's magic. We're talking about people who have returned from heaven, and our ancestors, well, the ancestors of the people in the game, to fight off a great evil that can command the undead. Where's the realism, you know? Just go for it, man. Whatever looks good in design, go for it. Realism holds you back when you're designing, unless that's what you're going for. I mean, let's be clear here. Realism can help with the suspension of disbelief. And that's an important thing to remember. It just shouldn't be the thing that limits you, you know? It shouldn't limit your creativity. If you can justify it, then go for it. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. I like the way it links up with the bottom here, with the way out. I think that's fine. I might even have another tunnel over here that cuts through. Yeah, I might have another tunnel that cuts through, and then we can just do this. How am I going to do that? Well, this could just be one column, I guess. Like so. Yeah, and then I can stick a treasure chest over here. So the player could come around this way, they can come down here, cut through, they can come down, or they can come down and around. Do I want to use this open space? What does the world map look like? Yeah, it's just the one narrow tunnel. All right. And it's a lot closer to this than I was thinking. What is over here then? This runs out into the water, so I could have... I've got my scale all messed up. I shouldn't worry about it. But I could have I could have this run out into the water. This should be over here more. Okay. All right. Let's do... Sure, let's do that. And this can run out into the water more. Am I okay with this? I think this is fine. Maybe what I want... Maybe I want to manipulate the rock around here a little more. Yeah, I want to manipulate this flooring a little more. I'm not happy with it. I think maybe I could cut the... Well... No, it's fine. I think what's bothering me is that this is not thick enough. So if I cut this down... Yeah, I think I want it a little thicker. Right there. Which means this is all black, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's all black. It's just all black. I would argue that it's wasted space since it's not serving any purpose, but I want the map tall. So, yeah, it's just kind of wasted space. I suppose I could have, if I wanted to make use of this space, I could have this run in here. And this could be a treasure room. Yeah, all right. All right. That'll do. That'll do. So what kind of treasure chest am I going to put here? Maybe another battle. Another battle one. This one's more hidden. Not too well hidden, because the player can see it's right there as they come down this way, or down here. Unless I push this down further. Alright, well... The reason I made that room there was to use the space. I don't think I want to push it down further. But what I do want to do... I mean, I'm not trying to hide treasure chests from the players. If they find them, they find them. I want them to find them so they can make use of them. But what if I put that there? Then I have to actually turn this into its own thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, so maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to keep the wall consistent. So it's going to have to... it's going to have to be wasted space. Just darkness. But I can get... Well, alright, let me back up. Back up. All the way back to before I started messing with it. Okay. Alright. What if I just have this come over? Like, cut it in here. And bring it down. Into there. I think I can make that work better. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely works better. Okay. But then I need a wall over here. I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna have to extend. You know what? I'll do that right now. Good. All right. So things are coming together. Slowly, but they're coming together. I actually should probably just do that. There we go. Save it. Just in case I somehow mess things up. Not unlikely that would happen. But what am I going to put here for a treasure chest? I think another item chest. Well, we know that the Knowledge Shrine is coming up. And I do have green and yellow chests earlier in the game. Since we do have characters who use those classes. So let's put a knowledge. Sure. I think I could give Solomon something that he doesn't have, or upgrade his stuff. He's got a long way to go before he gets a third class. And his battle class is basically just, here's better armor, but less powerful magic. So giving him something that helps. Yeah, I think it's a good. We can put that there. That'll be a helpful upgrade in equipment. I think I want to put a green and yellow chest on the map also. I just need to find a good spot for it. So I've got this. I need to fix that. I wanted to do something with this so it's not just flat. Good. All right. So I'm glad I got that worked out, and I'm okay with the way this looks. It's more zigzaggy. Now, we're talking about realism and the way people would carve out tunnels in solid rock. I don't think they would zigzag around unless you're like chopping through the weakest part and leaving harder rock where it's at. Water would definitely do this as it erodes its way through, because it would definitely take out the weaker, the easier to erode minerals and leave the harder stuff behind. So I'll leave it up to the player to interpret it. I mean, again, we don't need to worry about realism, right? I'm not happy with this, though. This is just a straight line back here. I think what I want to do is have a treasure chest up here. So maybe I will block. Yeah, I'll just block that off there and put a treasure chest at the end here. Quick event, treasure chest. We'll put another item here. Just in case the player misses this one. They don't know it's there. I don't want them. I'd rather them miss out on free items than gear that could help them in the future. I still don't like that I have this giant empty space here. Water does some weird things with erosion, right? So, there. Actually, it doesn't need to do that. It doesn't need to do that. I could do... Yeah, that looks a ton better. That looks a lot better than having the walls there. But there is... Nope, there's no space for the black. All right. Sure, that doesn't serve any purpose, but it feels more realistic for erosion to do that. What about over here? I wanted this big empty space and this one here. Yeah, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Wow. Okay. I've gone down the long and winding road here. You know what? I want making dungeons. Yeah. I'm taking a page from my sewer construction. I don't need the walls. If I'm using a water element, I don't need the walls to be there for everything. I can have open space that still functions as an obstacle to the player. I am going to need to do something about that, though. Oh, you know what I can do? Yeah, it's just a tiny little island in the water there. That works. I do want to block that off, though. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. I like that a lot better. Leaving that open. I like it a lot better. All right. So we're moving on to this down here. What am I going to do with you down here? Let me put this here. I guess I don't need the wall, but I do like to have it. So what am I going to do with you? I think I want to... Do I want a big room over here and then have this connect to it? Or do I want a bunch of tiny rooms and tunnels that kind of zigzag their way together? I suppose I could do like a spider web of tunnels that all connect at some point. Like if I wanted a big room over here and each of these tiny tunnels make their way over here at some point. What if I put the big room right here? Yeah, all right. All right, that should be better. And then I can do whatever I want with this, really. I think the biggest limiting factor is how I'm going to get the walls in. If I do this. Yeah, because the ceiling has to go right here. I suppose it's not too big of a limiting factor, right? I can put... Yeah, I got enough space. I can just put this together. Like so. Yeah, alright, that works. Sure. That's fine. I will put this here. I will put that there. There we go. Now what am I going to do here? That's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, that is a problem. I'm going to have to sacrifice some of the chunk out of this rock. Alright. Well, let me put it in now. Okay. And then... I mean, if that's the case, then why don't I just cut it through here? And I can have this be part of this. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. There's no way I can make any use out of that. If I do that, though, then I might as well just change what this is, as well as what this is over here, right? All this here can just... Yeah, I'll just restructure it. I'll just restructure it. That's fine. All of this I'll just restructure. So let's say I want to spider web the rest over here, right? Let's take this down, and we can have the water come down and around. So we'll have this run along the side of the water, and then come over here. And then I want another one that does something here. If I have space here for this, like so, what if I put a little tunnel here, stop it from going any further, bring it this way. The problem... No, there's no problem because I'm going to change all of this. Right, okay. What am I going to do with you? We can go this way and then bring it down here. So what is that? Does that force me to block this off? Yeah, it does. But I suppose I could just have... Yeah, I can just do that. All right, and then what am I going to do here? Maybe if I... Well, no, I don't want to do that. But I could do... If I do this with the wall... Yeah. Yeah, all right, and then I can I can put another tunnel. Well, let me finish this side. Let me finish this side because I will definitely be able to see what I'm trying to do better if I have the wall there. Okay. I need to look at it again. So, okay. So the water, I can actually bring in this way. And I'll bring the land out more. Yeah. I'll bring the land out more. We'll get rid of this and this. We'll make some land out here. Well, maybe that's too far. That's too far. Like so. Okay. All right. I should get rid of this black space for that. There we go. And then I want this to go that way. There we go. Yeah, I like the idea of a little path that runs along the water like I have up here. I like that. So I need to do something with this space here because I don't want it to just be rock wall. Yeah, I don't want it to just do this. So much wasted space. Again, wasted space is something I don't like in dungeons. I want to make this a little tunnel, so what if I do... No, I want to make it easy for the player to get to it. If they come out over here, then they can see this and then just walk down and around to get to the big open room that leads out other ways. I think this is what I'm not happy with, because it doesn't really serve a purpose. Well, none of them do, really. I mean, if you're over here, it's an easy way to get to the exit. Is it an easy way to get to the exit? What if I make it bigger? And lead the tunnel over here. Yeah, I like that better. Now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, that's this purpose it could serve. If you're over here, it's an easy way to get to the exit. If I build the middle part of this to be a little more confusing, then these two exits / entrances can serve a purpose as well to make life easier or harder. But I think I want to block this off then. How do I do that? Well, no, you know, the whole point was that this was a big open space. So what I could do is block this off and then force it to wrap around and out. Okay, but what about this? Well, I'll worry about that in a second. I want to get this done. I want to visualize by doing. All right. I could have this could just be a small room, a little indent. Yeah, okay. What if I do... Nope. I can't do that because the way the walls work, it'll block it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Two-story high walls. You are my bane. I suppose I could do this and just get rid of this, right? This little needle that is poking out. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just do that. I want to make this area shored up. I could make this a dead end. Right. Okay. Why is that? How does that help me, the designer? I suppose now that there's a way for the player to get to the exit, there doesn't have to be a way to get through here or here. They could come over here, walk their way down through this big empty room, out, or take one of these passageways. So it could just block them here. I still want to make this like a tunnel and not... I could also put another treasure chest over here if I'm going to do this way. So, what treasure chest? This one will be money, I think. I'll do another metal treasure chest. Okay. Good. So, I got completely off track. I was designing this little jetty out into the water, and then I somehow wound up here over by the exit. I don't know how that happened. I got distracted. That's how that happened. That's how that always happens. My brain gets focused on something else, and I completely lose track of what I'm doing. I think this will lead over here. And this will as well. Actually, okay, so I want this to be blocked off, right? I want that to be a dead end with a treasure chest in it, so the player can see it from over here, but they'll have to take one of these two paths to get to it from the other side. But not like that. Why don't we put it... Yeah, we'll do that. It's a little bit more extended, but the player should still be able to see it from there. So then I'll put another treasure chest in here, like so. And I think I'll make it a yellow one for Faith. Well, that's embarrassing. Apparently, I lost a whole bunch of audio for the end of the episode, but as you can see, I managed to hack something together for the end. I'm pretty happy with all of this, but next episode I'll be throwing monsters in and doing a few decorative tweaks to the area. We also need background music and lighting. We need lighting done. But that's it for this episode. Thank you everyone for joining me. Until next time, stay safe and God bless you.